Hello my sea slugs, Seabro here, and in this video I will be taking a look at a GM Ashe player on Hanamura. Let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so we are playing Ashe on Hanamura. You have Illicit and Emongg on your team, lucky you. And apparently the enemy has the general manager for Florida Mayhem, and apparently Fuka Mode is a Florida player, but I'm not sure who that is. Also, at the time of making this video, it is currently Emong's birthday, so happy birthday, Emongg. Emongg is actually trolling you. He sets up main, and then the moment you drop, he plays on balcony. Generally speaking though, you are right to play with your Orisa here. Your Sigma is only soft controlling the balcony. He'll get forced out, and he'll probably play stacked with your team very soon. And playing with your Orisa will let you punish the enemy team if they try and dive your Sigma.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A. Barrier activated. Barrier in place.
Emongg comes back to the team to help your Orisa out, which is really important. Nice one, Emongg. You dynamite here, but it's a bit of a blind dynamite. I would prefer to see you combo with a pull or wait until the enemy team engages. If you hit the dynamite, you are slightly closer to Bob, but at the same time you are missing it for when they try to jump you. 12 seconds is a long time in Overwatch. Nice anti-nade by the enemy. Nice. Honestly, not much you could have done other than maybe hit shots. I would have preferred you to rotate with your Orisa. Your Tracer has the Widowmaker covered, and Soldier would have been forced to drop anyways. You got a little bit distracted by the Widowmaker, but the fight was already lost when they got the really nice cross angles that they got, and Emongg died. So you couldn't really do anything about it. Really nice scout on the Widow here. You don't really want to be giving Zarya a charge. Lucky boop. Beautifully done, lovely. So believe it or not, but this Winston dive was actually a soft dive. I don't really like this play by them, although they have Nano and Monkey. You have the high ground, so if you back up slightly, nobody else has sights on you. And even with the Nano Monkey, the team has Brig Bash, Rock, Whip Shot, and even Coach Gun if you need it. I know you got a little bit booped here, but it would have been better to just back up to where the enemy doesn't have sights on you so you can get heals. Okay, so nothing wrong with this play, but it's a bit safe. If you want to climb to top 500, you need to carry games, not just be a cog in the machine. So you could try this angle here for a cheeky dynamite and pew pew. You know you're pretty safe, they don't have a Widow anymore, and you can always coach gun back to the high ground if they try to force you out. But it'll just add another thing the enemy has to do, and you might be able to force an aid or bubbles or any cooldowns or something. It's just an idea. Stop shooting bubbles. I'm guessing that this was a fat finger or brain fart. Not a big deal, it happened. I do think you can be getting a little bit more value out of your dynamite. Unlucky, without a Sigma shield it's pretty hard for you to hold that angle. Unlucky, let's go again. Spam is a really hard composition on attack here without a sim teleport. You just don't get the angles, and the rotations that you have to take is really easy for the enemy just to jump you and punish you. So unless they make a mistake and let you spam them out or get a pick, you're going to really struggle on this fight. Stop giving Zoe a charge, it's really a big deal against double bubble. Nice, you won that fight because of enemy misplays, but a team fight win is a team fight win, am I right? I hate this dynamite. You lose the duel because of it. You were right to focus him though. Decent bob, decent bob. You can aim, you've had some beautiful shots in this game, but whenever you seem to duel the soldier, you just mess it all up. I talked about this in the last VOD review that I did, but sometimes in high stress environments like duels or chaotic team fights, your entire body tenses up. You end up holding your breath, and it really messes up with your muscle memory. Next time you duel somebody, just take a note of what your breathing's like, and if you're tense. You will find it so hard to win duels if you can't find a way to relax. The last VOD review that I did was on a Grandmaster Ashe, and my advice was just to consistently breathe and try and focus on your breathing and see if that helps. Ashe is a hero, which it really matters if you can win duels like this. Anyways, let's continue. You were a bit tunnel vision there, and I don't think you realised your wrist drop. Not a biggie though, loads of players do that. Your Orisa changes the ball. I don't know if you play Tracer, but it would be a bad switch here. They have 6 ultimates up, this is going to be tough. Saved by the bat. Emongg switch to D.Va, this is going to be tough. He's got bobs. Nice pick. Having slightly more awareness of what's going on around you would have let you seen this. Generally speaking, when you reload as Ashe, that's time that you can spend looking around and assessing the situation. Here, we are a little bit too focused on this Ashe and not on this soldier who should really be hard throwing right now. I swear that soldier is immune to your gun. Again, I feel like we're struggling with aim when we take duels. GG, well played. Not a bad game at all. I think it was a real shame that your tanks changed off double shield. I think it was highly winnable until they did that. Let's have a look at what I think you should do better though. First off, I think you really struggle with duels. This isn't because of a lack of aim. I have seen some ridiculous shots from you. I think personally it's probably because you're a bit tense. This might be because you're in a game with Emongg and maybe you have a crush on him or something. Who can blame you? His Cat D.Va cosplay was absolutely beautiful, but find a way to relax a bit more. Whether that's breathing techniques, listening to chill music, or just consciously trying to relax. Being chill is really important, especially for hit scans. Second thing is dynamite. You generally get most value out of them as the team engages. If you have the angle for it, this might be on the backline as the Winston jumps you, or it could be on the character that jumps you, or it's also valuable during rotations, right? If the enemy is rotating around the map and you get a dynamite on the backline, it's ultra valuable. You shouldn't just think of it as a way to get ult charge to get Bob. It really is a broken ability right now, especially if you use it on the backline. Once the enemy Winston engages you, he gets healed up by Ana, right? Ana might look for aggressive nades. The enemy DPS might try to follow up. If you use this as an opportunity to set them all on fire, it makes it so much harder for them to back up their Winston. The other thing though with Ashe is try and combine your dynamites with Halt more. A really big strong suit for spam is the ability for Halt combos, and especially when Illicit is on Tracer, he's going to be looking to follow up on Halt dynamites. The exercise I personally recommend for this, and it works with most like aggressive abilities and ultimates, is to think to yourself before the fight, assuming you only get one of these, how can you use it to guarantee a fight win? And if you get into the habit of thinking this way before every fight, you can literally carry multiple fights each game with one ability, dynamite. Next, it's really hard to tell whether you play this safe most games or if it's just because you were in a high SR lobby. But you can spend a lot of time stacking with your team and shooting things, which is really safe. Like, you can't really go far wrong, right? But if you want to climb to the top tiers of Overwatch, you need to be looking for the juicy plays that will carry team fights. That's often going to be really nice, unpredictable angles or through big dynamites. There's nothing wrong with playing safe, right? But once you reach about 4200, players make much less mistakes that throw team fights. So it'd be much harder for you to climb through making less mistakes than the enemy. If you look at all three other DPS in the game, they make plays literally every team fight. Again, it might just be that you felt a bit intimidated by the big names in the lobby, but playing safe will only get you so far. Lastly, and it is a small thing, your bobs weren't bad. I really rate bobs being used to force point. The only thing, and it's a small thing, but is if your mentality is, how am I going to carry this game? And that should be your mentality, especially halfway through second round. And if that is your mentality, then trading bobs with the enemy Ashe isn't necessarily going to carry the game. Your carry mindset should make you think of something a bit less predictable to do with it. Maybe clearing the high ground or shutting down an enemy carry or something. Again, it's a small thing, but you're GM, so I'll point it out. Anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you learned something. Don't feel bad about that performance though. You didn't look out of place in that game at all. As always, have a great day, week and year, and I'll see all of you friendly people in the next video.